Okay, welcome to everyone. So this is Ganesh. So in the previous class, just we are discussing about so what is a static hashing, am I right? So what is the static hashing means nothing but when whatever it may be we are giving the value for the bucket. So those type of values are not changed in the case of static hashing, but there is a problems. So which type of problems are we are facing? So those are nothing but one is the bucket overflow, and another one is the here we are facing another type of problem also. So that is nothing but overflow chaining. So these two types of problems are where we can avoid through using the dynamic hashing. Okay, please remember these topics in the exam point of view. So these are very important. So that's why I'm repeating number of times. Okay, don't worry about this. Okay, so what is the dynamic hashing? The name is implies. Here, dynamic means the dynamic hashing method is used to overcome the problems of static hashing, like bucket overflow or maybe the overflow chain. In this method, data buckets grow or shrink as the records increases or decreases. Okay, this method in this method data buckets grow or shrink as the records increase or decreases. This method is also known as extendable hashing method. The name is implies. Here we are extending according to the requirement. So nothing but here memory is increases, so when the data records are increased. So but in the case of static hashing, so already memory is fixed even though records are increased. So there is occurring the problem of efficiency, am I right? So but in the case of dynamic hashing, here we are increasing the memory according to the records insertion. So this method makes hashing dynamic, that is allows insertion or deletion without resulting in poor performance. So nothing but that is the main advantage. So then how to we are searching a key? First calculate the hash address of the key. Check how many bits are used in the directory. So nothing but here we are using the directory also. So the directory will be maintained the, so how many number of bits. So here in the previous example also I'm saying about that. For example, if you are inserting, for example, if you are inserting just you try to consider like this. For example, if we are consider 5, so then what is the binary value for to this? So 101, am right? We also know about this. In the same way, so what is the binary value for this? 6110. So and another one, what is the value for the 7? So 111. So if we observe in this manner, so if we are observe here, so initially we are based upon to the one bit in the directory. So nothing but if it is 1, so we can place it in one block. If it is 0, so place it in another block. So that means according to this strategy, if we are consider only one bit, if you are only consider only one bit, then 5 and 7 are stored in the 5 and 7 are stored at the one block. Am right? Am right or not? One block. Okay. At the same time, 6 in 0 block. Okay, 6 in 0 block. So when we are consider only one bit, so nothing but here memory is increased according to the records insertion. For example, so if the memory is not enough for to this, so then we are based upon to the 2 bits here. So here we are consider 2 bits. Okay, for example, if we are consider the 2 bits now, so for example, if we are consider 2 bits, so then what happened? If we are observe the 5, so what is the value for to this? 0 1, and what is the value for to this? 1 0, and what is the value for to this? 1 1. So nothing but 5 and 6 and 7 are placed at the different blocks. Am I right or not? 5 6 7 are placed at different blocks. Okay, different blocks. Why? Because here we are consider 2 bits. So in the same way, here we are consider the 3 bits also. So if we are consider the 3 bits, then what happened? We are considered the 3 bits. Then also 101 is where different, and 110 is different, and 111 is different. So at that time of the situation also here, those are placed at the different blocks. Am I right? Let's just wait. Okay. So why I'm saying like this? So that means here in the directory, in some type of situations storing the 1 bit, in some type of situations 2 bits, in some type of situations based upon to the 3 bits. So nothing but here, So first of all, we are calculate the hash address of the key. Next, check how many bits are used in the directory, and these bits are called as I. Okay, take the least significant bit I bits of the hash address, the given an index of the directory. Now using the index, go to the directory, find the bucket address where the record might be. So in this type of here, we are inserting the records at the same time searching the records from the dynamic hashing. Okay, I hope all of the members able to understood this. So now we try to just observe the theory. Insert a record. First, you have to follow the same procedure for retrieval ending in the same bucket. If there is still space in that bucket, then place it onto the record on it. Okay, if the bucket is full, then we split the bucket into redistribute the records. Okay, so nothing but whenever place is available, then we can place it there. So otherwise we can split that. So for example, if you observe here, consider some example, some grouping of the keys into the buckets depending on the prefix or their hash address. Okay, for example, one. So maybe just consider. So simply assume this. Okay, don't try to consider how it will be considered. Okay, for example, one. So 11010, 2, 5 zeros, 3. So 410, 4, 5 zeros. So in this type of here we are consider the up to 7. So now the last two bits 2 and 4 are the 00. Am I right? So 00 here we are consider the two bits in the directory. So which is having the 00. So only 2 and 4 are having the 00. So that's why. So those are placed at B not block. So block 0. Okay. So 01. So which is having the 01, 5 and 6 having the 01. I'm right. So 5 and 6 are placed at the B1. Okay. So next 10. So 10, 1 and 3 having the 10. I'm right. So those are placed at the B2, and 1 is placed at the, so 7 is placed at the B3. So in this type of way we are placing the blocks. Okay, for example, if we want to insert 9 now, so the hash address is 10001. So then what is the value for to this 01? Am I right? So 01 means we can place it at the second one. So that means 5 and 6 are already placed. So here we need to split this. Since 9 has been address is 10001, it must go into the first bucket. Bucket B1 is filled. So it will get split. So the splitting will separate 5, 9 from 6. Since last 3 bits of the 59 are 001. So now in the previous case, here we are based upon to the 3 bits now. So again we try to performing the same thing. Now 000. So which is having the 000, 2 and 3. Sorry, 2 and 4 is having the 000. So that's why, so 2 and 4 placed at the B naught. Okay, so next, so which is having the 0001. So 001. So the only 5 having the 001. Okay, and 9 is also having the 001. Am I right? So 9 is also having the 001. So we can place it at the 5 and 9 at the B1. So now, so 010, which is having the 0101, and so no one is there. So we can place 1 is there and 3 is also there. So why? Because what is the value for this 010, and another one is the, okay, there is no problem occur. So that's why splitting like this. Okay, so there is no problem here. So that's why here we're not splitting that one. So that means according to the requirement, here we are increasing the bit size in the directory. Then it will be automatically growing the size whenever records are increased. Okay, here not problem is occur, so need not to split there. So then what is the advantage of dynamic hashing? So in this method, the performance does not decrease as the data grows in the system. So nothing but here, so the main advantage of this dynamic hashing is, so here the performance does not decrease, but in the case of static hashing, so performance is decreased when the data is grows. Okay, it simply increases the size of memory to accommodate the data. In this method, the memory is well utilized. As it grows and shrinks with the data, there will be not be unused memory laying. So nothing but here there is no chance of using the wastage of memory. So this method is good for the dynamic database where the data grows and shrinks frequently. So where is the chance of occurring the data increased or maybe the decreased. So at that type of the locations, we can using the dynamic hashing. Then what are the disadvantages of dynamic hashing? In this method, if the data size is increases, then the bucket size is also increased. These addresses of the data will be maintained in the bucket address table. This is because the address will be keep changing as buckets grow and shrink. If there is a huge increase in data maintaining, bucket address table becomes tedious. So nothing but here, so we can't find out easily whenever the data size is increased. So whenever the records are increased, then we need to increase the buckets also. All right. So here the data will be increased or decreased according to the data. Here the data buckets also increased or decreased. So at this time of situation, we can't find out our required data. That is the one of the drawback. In this case, the bucket overflow situation will also occur. So, but it might take little time to reach the situation than the static hashing. So here also occurring the overflow, but we need to take some little bit of time to maintaining that. So I hope all of the members able to clear this. So please try to remember all these examples, okay, in the exam point of view. And when you are mentioned anything, so please remember the diagrams. So just I try to repeat now. So why? Because here we are having one topic. So that is compare the file organizations. So how we are compare the organizations. So how we are compare the file organizations. Okay. So just I try to repeat now. So just only 5 or 10 minutes only. You don't worry about that. Okay. I hope all of the members able to clear now. Okay. Today we are completing our syllabus. If you having any type of the doubts in the topics, you can ask me now. You can unmute yourself or send me one message through chat box. Okay, just I try to repeat what is a file organization and how we are compare the file organization. Just I'm repeating this. So file is a collection of records. Using the primary key, we can access the records. The type and frequency of access can be determined by the type of file organization which was used for the given set of records. Here the main thing is the file organization is different from one to another. So based upon the accessing the file, some of the files may be accessed in the sequential way. Some of the files may be accessed according to the index. Some of the files may be in the according to the random access. Okay. So nothing but the file is a collection of records. Using the primary key, we can access the records. The type and frequency of access can be determined by the type of file organization which was used for the given set of records. So file organization is a logical relationship among various records. This method defines how to how file records are mapped onto the disk blocks. File organization is used to describe the way in which the records are stored in the terms of blocks and the blocks are placed on the storage medium. The first approach map the databases to the file used to the several files, store only one fixed length record at any given file. An alternative approach is structure that all files that we can contain multiple lengths for records. So nothing but when we are saving the files into the particular storage medium, here some of the files having the same type of length and some of the files having variable length formats. So if we are consider the same type of length of the files, so then we can easily accommodate that. But if we are considered with the variable length of the files, that is somewhat difficult compared with the previous one. Okay, so what is the objective of the file organization? It contains an optimal selection of the records. The records can be selected as fast as possible to perform insertion, deletion, updation, and these type of operations not creating any type of the duplication. So then what are the types of file organizations? So file organization contains various methods. The particular methods have been pros and cons. So each and every organization having the different types of advantages, at the same time different types of disadvantages also. Okay, now we try to discuss about the different types of file organizations methods. Okay, so now first one, sequential file organization. Here we are nothing but whenever one new file is there, so we can add it at the end of the place. So we can access in the sequential way. Key file organization, that is also a unordered file organization. Okay, hash file organization, just we are discussing now. Okay, indexed sequential access method. Here we are based upon to the index. So based upon the index, we are performing the search. So B plus tree. So our tree based indexing. Okay, so please remember this. So actually in the syllabus we are mentioned, so tree based indexing is there and B plus tree indexing is there, but both are the same. So there is no difference actually. Okay, so B plus tree is also we are discussed on cluster file organization. So now we try to see one by one. So sequential file organization. So this method is easiest method for file organization. So in this method, files are stored frequently. This method can be implemented in two types of ways. File method. What is the meaning of file method? Whenever one new record is there, whenever one new file is there, so that will be added at the end of the queue. Okay, so insertion, how we are inserting the new record? For example, R2 is the new record. So that will be added at the end of the queue. Here need not to maintain the some sorting order. But so here one by one is added at the end of the queue. So this is forming like as a line, and this is the example for the queue also. Okay, so that is nothing but a file method. But in the case of sorted file method, so these are the actually these two are belongs to the sequential file organization. In the case of sorted file method, whenever new record is inserted into the memory, that particular memory, then before storing that, so first of all we are inserting that, next we are performing the sorting. So just to try to see now how we are inserting this. So for example, if new record is there, R2, so that will be added at the end of the record. At the same time, we can performing the sorting. So that's why all these are placed at the same order: R1, R2, R3, R6, R7. But in the case of file method, there is no order actually: R1, R3, R9, R8. Am I right? So nothing but here we are performing the sorting. When we are performing the sorting in the case of sequential file organization, that is in the sorted file. Okay, sorted file method, then we can easily find out that. But here insertion is difficult. So why? Because here we need to performing the sorting. So that is the main drawback for to this method. But here we are easily retrieve when we are required, when we are performing search, when we are performing the updation or deletion. So we can easily performing that work. But here we are can't easily insert that one. Okay, but in the case of file method, we can easily insert, but we can't easily delete, or we can't easily search. Okay, so those are the both advantages and disadvantages for that. Next, key file organization, it is also same like as a, so same thing. So this is nothing but a tree structure. It is the simplest method, most basic types of organization. It works with the data blocks. In heap file organization, the records are inserted as the file send. So when records are inserted, it doesn't require the sorting and ordering of the records. When the data block is full, the new record is stored in the some other block. So nothing but, so here we are based upon the blocks. Okay, so one some data is there, some file is there, so that will be placed at one block. So another file is there, so we can place it at the another same block. So this procedure is repeated until the block is full. So if the block is full, then we can selecting another one. So nothing but here also we are not maintaining the order. So insertion is easy, but searching is difficult. Okay, for example, if you observe here R1, R3, R6, R4, R5, so these are the records, and these are the available memory data blocks. Okay, for example, R1 is placed there, R3 is placed there, R6 is placed there, R4 is placed there. Okay, R5 is placed there. So here if you observe here, some of the partition is empty. If any one of the new is a new file is there, so then we can place it. So for example, here if you observe here, RT is the new one, so that will be placed at the 538 location. So why? Because this is the empty. For example, if any new is there, for example, if we want to insert some other one, so R9 is there. So then how we can using that? We can using the another block, and that will be connected to that one. Okay, so in this type of way, we are increasing the data blocks according to the arrival of the records. Here also insertion easy, but here we need to search each and every block up to when we are performing search or delete or something deletion. Okay, so this is suitable for the only small type of organizations only. Why? Because if the data is increased, we can't find out easily within the time. I'm right. So that is the drawback for to this. So in this type of we can compare each and every file organization. So there is no necessity we can consider. So that is the another topic. Okay, I hope all of the members able to understood this. So that's why I repeat now. Okay. File organization. We are discussing about that. So based upon the hash function, we can place it there. So we are using the two types of hash organizations: static hashing and dynamic hashing. If any new one is there, so here also we can using the some hash function is there. So according to that hash function, the resultant value will be stored into the memory block. So in this type of way, we are using the different types of files. Okay, I hope all of the members able to clear now. So now we are having some, I think 10 minutes now. Okay, we will try to discuss another topic now. Okay, so that is, I'm going to discuss about now So this is Java T point actually. Okay, so the some of the important topics are there. So you can follow this material also. So and I'm skipping one topic. So that is indexed sequential access methods. Okay, so this is also same like as the previous one. Just I try to discuss now. Okay, please try to observe now. So indexed sequential access method. So this is an advanced sequential file organization. In this method, records are stored in the file using primary key. An index value is generated for each primary key and mapped with the record. So nothing but each and every file having some primary key. So that primary key is mapped with the record. Okay, so that will be specifying the location where we are storing the data. Okay, if you observe here, R1 is having some key and R2 is having some key, R5 is having some key. So according to that keys, those are placed at the memory. Okay. So then what are the advantages? If any record has to be retrieved based on the index value, then address of the data block is fetched and record is retrieved from the memory. So what are the advantages? In this method, each record has the address of data block. Searching of the data in a huge database is also quick and easy. So even though we are consider the huge type of databases, then also it is easy. So this method supports range retrieval, partial retrieval of records. Since the index is based upon the primary key values, we can retrieve the data for the given range of values. In the same way, the partial value can also be easily searched. Okay, student name starting with the JA, so can be easily searched. Am I right or not? How we are searching that particular name? So can you say anyone, please? Is it not audible, sir? So is it my voice is audible to everyone? Is it my voice is audible? Is it my voice is audible or not? Please respond. So I will give you the chance to unmute yourself. So you can unmute yourself once and try to talk with me. Is it my voice is audible or not? Please respond through chat box. Audible, sir. Audible, sir. Then some of the persons sending me not audible. So that's why I'm asking again. Okay. May I continue my session now? May I continue my session? May I continue my session now? Okay, I hope all of the members able to hear my voice. So that's why I'm continuing my session now. Okay. So if you observe here, so these are the advantages and the cons means nothing but disadvantages. This method requires extra space in the disk. Okay. To store the index value. When new records are inserted, then these files have to be reconstructed to maintain the sequence. When the record is deleted, then space is used by it needs to be released. Otherwise, the performance of the database will be slowed down. So here, each and every time, so increasing the size of the records, and here, according to the, so when we are deleted, so that space is also used for to the another one. Okay. So in this type of way, we are maintaining this. So the we are now, I think we are not discussing about the cluster file organization, right? So here we are using different types of. I think we are discussing in the cluster indexes. Am I right? I hope all of the members clear this now. So now I want to discuss one important topic now. So that is so that is views. Okay, views. So just I try to uh, so please open the Java T point. So when you are having the free time in your homes, so please open the Java T point DBMS. So then so the menu is like this. So you can learn the SQL from so this website. Okay, this is the best website. Okay, how we are using the SQL syntaxes, how we are using the queries. Okay, all these are we are easily learn from here. So today I want to discuss about the views now. So just I try to verifying if you are observing here composite key, foreign key, primary key, alternate key. Okay. So in the previous class I'm explaining about the syllabus also. So in that syllabus also I'm mentioning about that. Okay, I will try to go directly to explain the views now. Please just wait 1 minute. Okay. Please just wait. So I try to open one WordPad for us. So from the tomorrow onwards, we will try to practice from here. So I think we are having already file. So there is no necessity. Yeah, here SQL practice. Yes. Okay, in this SQL practice, I'm already explaining how we are creating the views, I think. So today I'm going to explain about the views. So this is also one of the important topic, views. So what is a views? Okay, I hope all of the members able to see clearly in the screen. Okay, what is the purpose of view? So view is used for to displaying the data according to the user point of view. So nothing but, so which is required to the, so which is required to the user, which is required to the user. So only that data is supplied from the, only that data is produced to the users through views. Okay, so that is the definition and maybe the purpose of the views. Okay, so how we are creating the views now? I think we are already discussing about this. So just I'm trying to repeat now. So why? Because so from tomorrow onwards we will try to doing the practice. So we try to learn so many things. Okay, so those are triggers. Okay, how we are write the PLSK programs. Okay, and we are having another task also, that is project. So I'm already in the I think I'm explaining about that. So in my first class, I'm we try to do one project. So when you are attending some interviews, maybe the chance. So most of the members asking, are you doing the any small projects, sample projects in the DBMS? So that's why I'm try to explain about that. Okay, and I will try to explain another one also. So that is how we are link the Java to database. So actually we are write the Java program. Okay, so that program will be connected to the database. So nothing but actually we write the Java program for inserting the data. So actually we compile the Java program, but in the backside environment, so SQL will be automatically works. So that type of the thing will be referred as a JDBC actually. So these type of things we will be discussed in the next classes. Okay, I try to discuss about the views. Actually, I'm having the time. I think only 5 minutes. So that's why. So I will try to close this today session after 5 minutes. Okay, so how we are creating the views, syntax for to this. Okay, so create view name. Okay, as select field names from the table names. So this is the syntax. Okay, so just before going to this, first of all we try to open the SQL. We also know about this, how we are open this now. So in the search box you can type SQL, so then you are able to see run SQL command line. If you are install the software in your systems, I'm already giving this link in the group also. Okay, so if you click this, so then open the window for to the SQL. Okay, here how we are log into this one, how we are log into this one, connect system slash manager. So I also know about this. I'm not having the necessity to explain. I'm right. So connect system slash manager. What it means? Nothing but system is a username, manager is a password. I hope all of the members able to know this. Just to try to open how many number of tables are existed in this login. So how we can know about all the tables? Select star from tab. So if you are pressed like this, so these tables are existed in this login. Okay, so now I try to open some of the tables. So for example, star from select star from student. Okay, some of the lines are there, but those are not appear in the proper way. So set line size 200. So if you are using this command, then it will be set the lines. Okay, and I'm using slash now. Why? Because what is the purpose of slash? If I'm using slash, it will be set the previous command. Okay, so I will try to open another one. Select star from emp. Select star from emp. I hope all of the members able to see clearly. Okay, this is the employee table, and I open the okay, DGP38 EM38. Just to try to open that now. So how we are clear the screen? Okay, select star from EM38. Okay, and select star from DEP38. Okay, so now we try to create the view now. So what is the syntax for to this? What is the syntax for to this? Create view name. Am I right? So create, okay, view. And what is the view name? For example, here we are creating some view name. So what is the view name? So which one is selecting? Okay, so Tom. Okay, view name is Tom. Okay, create view name. So I think you are familiar with this name, Tom and Jerry, right? Okay, Tom, view name, and select field names. Okay, as select. Okay, you try to mention the field names. So what are the field names? Which type of fields you are required from these two tables? For example, here I need employee number, employee name, department number, and department name. Just only I want those type of things only. So next, here I try to mention this e dot e number, comma e dot e name. Okay, next d dot d number, comma d dot d name from EM38 E. Okay, comma, so DEP38 D. So if I'm using the syntax is in this manner, so then one view is created. So then that is also same working like as a table. Okay, how we are pasting this one? So go to the top corner. So here you from the edit, so we can paste whatever you write up to now. So then view is created. I think you are able to see in the screen. Am I right? Okay, now how we are open this view? Star from select star from what is the view name? Tom. Okay, so if you observe here, so just only we are creating employee number, employee name, department number, and department name. Okay, so based upon to this, here we are creating one view. So for example, if you are creating from only one table, so then and I try to change the names. Okay, for example, create. So I'm creating another view. Create view. So what is the view name? For example, V double V triple V. Okay, so triple V. Here I'm writing something. For example, here I'm writing actor names. For example, Chiru. Okay, Balu, Nag, Venkat, or Venkatesh. Okay, okay, as select from. Okay, as select from. So for example, e dot e number, comma e dot e name, comma d dot d number, comma d dot d name from. Okay, from EM38 E, comma DEP38 D. Where, so here we try to mention one condition also. So what is that? So where e dot e number equal to, actually I'm not observing this, so that's why here we need not to mention the condition directly like this. So here occurring some problem, missing expression. So I think this is a typing mistake. So just to try to observe now. So just to try to clearly observe this, create view name. What is the view name? Triple V, Chiru, Balu, Nag, Venkatesh. As select from E dot E number, E dot E name, D dot DNO and D dot D name from EM38E, DEP38D. So actually there is no wrong actually. Okay. So just to try to as expression from okay. So I'm find out the error. So from EMPE, right? From E dot E number, E dot E name, D dot D name, D dot D number, D dot D name from EM38E, DEP38D. Okay, so we will try to discuss this one in the next class. Okay, I'm not able to understand clearly here. Okay, so otherwise here we try to change this one. Triple V. Okay, here we are writing something just to try to observe now another view. So I will try to explain what is the purpose of views in the next class. Okay, don't worry about this. Here also view is created. I will try to explain in the next class how we are create our own names for that view. So what is the view name now? Triple V. Okay, I will try to clearly explain in the next class views, and we will try to discuss about the contact me when you are having the free time. So if you're not understood any one of the topic in the DBMS up to now, so you can contact me personally also, no problem. Okay, so in my session now, if you're having any type of the doubts, you can contact me now. You can ask me now. If you're having any type of the doubts, you can ask me now. So otherwise, I will end the session today. May I end my session now? Okay, thank you, Ananda. So today we are completing our syllabus completely. Okay, still if you having any type of the doubts, so you can contact me personally. Okay, I'm already giving my number. So if you're having any type of the queries, you can ask me. No problem. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ananda. Take care, all of you. Have a nice day.